All right, this is our yoga flow today, and we'll want a set of blocks. A strap is optional for today. Make sure I got the right class plan up here. All right. And I don't have nothing really kneeling, so that should be good. All right, we're going to start on our backs today. If you'd like to place a block either between your shoulder blades, long ways, or under your hips, that's always an option. And we're just going to start here, laying on our back with any props that you'd like, or, oh God, what's that going under my head? Or you can just lay down gently on your back. You're welcome to butterfly your knees out long or extend your legs out long if you'd like. By your side, or you can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, just focusing here on your breath. Noticing your belly rising on your inhales and belly falling on your exhales. Setting intention for class. And if your mind starts to wander during the next 60 minutes, try to come back to that intention. So, deep inhale, filling your belly, your ribs, and your lungs. Hold it when you get to the top, and then sealing your lips, breathing in and out through your nose. Deep inhale, deep exhale, creating heat within your body using just your breath. Here for one more breath. Continuing with those breaths, they're a little bit smaller. We're going to make snow angel arms, drawing the arms up overhead, and then drawing the elbows down, palms facing up. Just warming up the upper body here. Wherever you are, 2 more full snow angels reaching up overhead. And then gently drawing the arms down by their side once more. From here, if you have any blocks, go ahead and set them off to the side, not too far. And then we're going to rock and roll ourselves a few times along our spine. You can grab your shins, the back side of your thighs. And on the next one, gently come to a seated position. You're welcome if you'd like to place a block underneath your hips. Having a seat on the block just allows you to open up your hips a little bit more. From here, bring your hands toward your knees, round your spine, bring your gaze toward your navel. Deep exhale. On the inhale, gaze up, look toward the ceiling, draw your palms in towards your hips. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, round. One more seated cat and cow. Inhale, gaze up, draw your shoulder blades together. Exhale, push it all the way. Inhale, come back through center. Sweep both arms up high overhead. Exhale, cactus. Lift your gaze. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus. Once more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release your right hand down to the floor or to a block. Side bend over to the right side. Left bicep to left ear. Inhale, rise up. Both arms overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release your left hand to the floor. By your left hip on the floor on a block. Side bend over to the left, stacking that top right shoulder over the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend over to the right. This time we're going to rotate, drawing that left pinky to your right thumb. Hold that left arm long. Draw it out in front to a big semicircle. Release your left hand down, side bend over to the left. Your right pinky to your left thumb. Draw it out around in front. Come back through center, sweep both arms up high. Exhale, release your right hand to your left knee. Twist, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release your left hand to your right knee, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, back through center. One more time each side. Exhale, right hand to left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, looking further over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, left hand to right knee. Twist, looking over that right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Gently come back to center. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to release that block that previously had a seat on it. And lower your hips back down to the floor. Draw your elbows wide behind your head. From here, stagger your right foot in front of the left. Exhale, draw your elbows together. Inhale, open. One more time. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, right elbow to right hip. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left elbow to left hip. Inhale, rise up. Twist, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist, looking over your left shoulder. Come back through center. Release your hands down to the floor. Extend your right leg long, so the sole of your left foot's into your right thigh. Keep your both arms up high. Exhale, draw your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Side bend over to the right. Hold it here for one more breath. Inhale, rise up. Release your left hand behind your hip. Press your hips up, coming into stargazer. Reach your right arm up and back. Pressing your hips forward. Slowly lower your hips down. Inhale, sweep both arms up high. Exhale, gently look over your right leg and fold forward. You can use any props that you'd like, a strap or a block. You can have a bend in that right knee or keep it straight. Holding here and breathing. Trying to draw the crown of your head closer toward your toes. Hold it here for one more breath. Gently walk your hands back into center. Cross your right foot in and then draw that left foot in front. And you sit side to side. Make sure both sit bones are pressed in towards the floor. So left foot's front, right foot's behind. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, draw your elbows nice and wide. Give me a few cat and cows here. Draw the elbows together. Inhale, rise up. Once more. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw your left elbow to your left hip. Inhale, rise up, right elbow to right hip. Keep both sit bones pressed deep into the floor. Inhale, rise up, very nice, Mindy. Exhale, twist, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Release your hands by your sides. Extend your left leg long. Sole of your right foot stays to the inside of your left foot. Sweep both arms up high. Exhale, release your left hand to the inside of your left leg. Deep side bend over to the left side. Try stacking that right shoulder over the left. Maybe gently looking out under that right armpit. I'm here for one more breath. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Release your right hand behind your hip. Press your hips forward. Reach your left arm up and back. Gently pressing your hips forward. Slowly exhale, releasing your hips down. With that left leg still long, sweep both arms up high. Gently rotate, looking over your left leg, folding forward. Both arms framing your left leg. Use any props here. Strap around the ankles with both hands. You can place a block under your left knee or just gently bend the knee. You can also place a block behind your left foot to give you a little bit more length. Holding here and breathing. On each inhale, lengthen the crown of your head towards your toes. On the exhale, draw further in towards your left thigh. And then release your bind. Walk your hands back in. We're going to cross our ankle. I'm just going to turn and face the top of my mat. With your ankles crossed, we're going to rock up towards the tabletop position and then gently press your hips back. So you still have that left foot in front of the right and then just gently walking your hands a little bit further forward. Maybe gazing down towards the floor. Creating length in your spine. Hold it here for a few more breaths. Towards your hips, switching the legs. Cross your right foot in front of the left. Walk your palms out in front. Rock forward to that little tabletop and then gently rock back. Walk your hands further out in front. Bring your gaze a foot or two in front of your head. Keeping your neck at neutral spine. Lengthen on your inhales. Get closer towards your mat on the exhales. From here, rock forward, find your tabletop. Walk your hands up, palm print forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips coming into downward facing dog. Pull out your heels. From here, gently walk your feet closer in towards your hands, coming into a forward fold. Let your neck hang nice and loose here. Rise all the way up. Sink your hips down. Find your chair. From here, we're going to face this way. We're going to pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Sweep your right arm back. Sweep it forward. Left arm. Option to keep your gaze forward or draw it with your arm. And forward, left arm. One more time, each side, right arm. Then left arm. Next, we're going to draw both the arms back. Sweep the arms back as you lift the heels. Gently lower down, just sweep the arms forward. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep forward. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep forward. From here, sweep your arms back as you step your right foot back, coming into that high lunge. From here, pivot your right toes to seal your right foot. So just like a warrior one position, and then straighten your left leg as you hinge forward, finding your pyramid pose. Option to use those blocks, framing your left foot. You can shorten your stance or widen your stance. You're welcome to stay as upright as you'd like. You can also bring your forehead down towards your knee. You can have a bend in that front knee if you like as well. Stealing the front left foot in towards the floor, big toe to pinky toe straight back to your heel. Right toes are turned to about 45 degrees. Holding here and breathing, one more breath. Placing your right hand on the inside of your left foot, on the floor or on a block. Sweep your left arm high. Revolve pyramid. You're welcome to stay here if you want to play into revolved half moon. Lift that right leg up, flexing your foot, or just stay in revolved pyramid. Feeling lower your right foot back down, coming back to your pyramid. Staying here and holding here. Set those blocks off to the side. Release both hands down, straightening your left foot. Kick your left leg straight back. Exhale, draw your left knee in towards your nose. Tap it down, lift it up. Exhale, press it back. Left knee to left elbow, tap it down to your wrist, lift it up, kick it straight back. Exhale, draw your left knee to your right wrist, tap it down, lift it up, kick it straight back. Step your left foot in between your palms. Release your right knee, or you can hold it hovering. Right hand on the inside of your left foot on the floor on a block. Sweep your left arm high. Circle out your left wrist. Exhale, tap your right wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Then release your left hand. Release your right hand, tuck your right toes. Step back to your down dog, pedal it out. Gently walk your feet in towards your wrist. Then back to that forward fold. Half lift, hands to shins, have your head pulling to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale the long spine, rise all the way up. Find your chair. Pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Sweep your left arm back. And forward, right arm. The left arm. Very nice. Way to get nice and low. One more time, each side. Left, then right. We're going to add both arms sweeping back with a double heel lift. Here we go. Sweep the arms back, slow and controlled. Lower the heels with the arms forward. Arms back, heels lift. Gently fold. One more time. Lower down. As you sweep the arms back, step your right leg back. Yep, we did that before. Step your left leg back. Oh my goodness. All right, from here, seal your left heel. Straighten your right leg and then fold forward, finding your pyramid. Use those blocks. You can shorten your stance. You can widen your stance. You can have a bend in that front right knee if you'd like. Left toes turn to about 10 o'clock. You're welcome to stay upright. You can fold forward, bringing your forehead closer towards your knee. Coming into your pyramid pose. Now try drawing that right hip back, pressing your left hip forward. Feel that rotation. Hold it here for a few more breaths. Placing your left hand, the inside of your right foot, on the floor or on a block. Sweep your right arm high, ball pyramid. Continue to pull that right hip back. You're welcome to stay here if you want to play and revolve half moon. Press off of that right foot, lifting your left leg, flex your left toes. Gently lower your left foot, come back to revolve pyramid, and then lower your right hand back to that pyramid pose. Hold it here for a few more breaths, maybe getting deeper, bringing your forehead closer towards your knee. Gently set those blocks off to the side if you're using them. Bend into your right knee, step your right foot back. Draw your knee in towards your nose, tap it down, lift it up, take it straight back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, tap down towards your wrist, lift it up, take it straight back. Right knee to left elbow, down to the wrist, lift it up, take it straight back. Step through, finding your low lunge. Option to keep that left knee lifted, or you can lower it down. From here, left hand on the inside of your right foot on the floor on a block, sweep your right arm high. Circle out that right wrist. Exhale, tap your left wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. One more time, exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Gently release your right hand, set the block off to the side. Tuck your left toes, step back to that down dog, pedal it out. Gently walk your feet back in towards your wrist and back to that forward fold. This time, let's grab opposite elbows, finding that ragdoll and just swaying from side to side. Let your neck hang nice and loose. Hips towards the ceiling. Maybe shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Gently release both hands back down the floor. Release your hands to your hips and with a long spine, rise all the way up. We're going to repeat that same flow switch up at the very ending. Come down into that chair. Pulse it for 3. That's 2. And 1 through the right arm back. And forward. Left arm. And forward. Chest stays nice and lifted. Right arm. And left. One more time. Each side. Right. And then left. From here, sweep both arms back. Lift the heels. Come down to the ball of your foot, maybe your tippy toes, sweep the arms forward, lower the heels, 2 more times. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lower. From here, step your right foot back, sweep both arms back. Straighten your left leg, seal your right foot. Coming into your pyramid pose. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. Just let your neck hang nice and loose. Feel free to bend into that left knee at any time. Holding here and breathing. You got it. Option to bring a block to the inside of your left foot. Right hand on that floor on the block. Sweep your left arm high. Revolve pyramid. Keep both heels sealed in towards the floor. You are welcome to stay here in revolve pyramid. If you want to try revolved half moon, bend into your left knee, pressing your right hand in towards the floor, lifting that right leg. Flex your left toes. And bend deeper into that left knee. Lower that right foot. Come back to revolve pyramid. Gently lower your left hand. Back to that pyramid. You have that block on the inside of your right foot. Go and set it off to the side. Plant both hands down. Bend into your left knee. Step your left leg back. 3-legged dog. Draw your left knee in towards your nose. Tap it down. Lift it up. Kick it straight back. Left knee to left elbow. Tap down the wrist. Lift it up. Kick it back. Left knee to right elbow. Tap it down the wrist. Lift it up. Kick it straight back. This time, step your left foot to the outside of your left wrist. Finding lizard. Option to keep that right leg lifted or lower it down. You can keep your right toes tucked or untuck them. Option to place your hands on the floor, kind of a little bit higher on blocks, We're gonna press the hips back, straighten that left leg, kneeling pyramid, press it forward. Then press the hips back, flex your left toes, press it forward. This time, hold the left leg straight. You can walk the blocks closer in toward your body, maybe leaning forward. Continue to flex the left toes. Keep your right hand where it's at. Walk your left hand to frame your left leg. Maybe walking the blocks a little bit closer in. Then draw your left hand a little bit further away from your left leg, and then draw the right hand to the outside of your left leg. Single leg split with a twist. Continue flexing the left toes. Bring both hands or blocks to the inside of your left foot. Really bend into that left knee. Stay as high or come down as low as you'd like. Open up that left hip a little bit more. You can always lift that right leg if it was previously down. Deepening that hip stretch. Your knee lifting, you want to lower it, go and gently lower it back down. Walk your palms in. From here, tuck your right toes. Take your left leg straight back. Gently set it down. Pedal it out. Walk both feet in towards your hands. And back to that forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. Sway side to side and ragdoll. My goodness. It's always the back lane postures or the inverted postures that seem to upset my lungs again. So holding it here in that ragdoll, you can sway, you can shake your head yes, shake your head no. Gently come back to center, release your hands down. Bring your hands to your hips with a long spine. Inhale, lengthen. Sink your hips, find your chair. Start with the left arm. Take the left arm back. And forward, right arm. And forward, left side. And right side. One more time, each side. Keeping the hips nice and low. Weights in your heels. Maybe lift your toes. Both arms forward, take the arms back. Lift the heels. Lower the heels, arms come forward. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. From here, step your left foot back. Find that high lunge. Straighten your right leg. Seal your left heel in towards the floor. Use those blocks. Use any props that you need to. Find your pyramid pose. Both heels are sealed in towards the floor. You're welcome to stay as high as you'd like. When you're ready, you can fold forward, bringing the crown of your head towards your knee. Holding here and breathing. Pyramid pose. Draw your left hip forward, right hip back. Come back to your breath, come back to your intention. Place your left hand on the inside of your right foot, on the floor, on a block. Sweep your right arm high. Revolve pyramid. Continue pulling that right hip back. You are more than welcome to stay here and revolve pyramid. If you want to try revolved half moon, bend into your right knee, lifting your left leg. Flex your left toes, square out those hips. You're in revolved half moon, then bend into that right knee, lower your left foot. Sealing that heel one more time, right arm to the ceiling. Gently lower your right hand, come back to that pyramid pose. Hold it here for 2 more breaths. Gently bend into your right knee, plant both hands down, kick your right leg straight back. 3-legged dog. Exhale, round your spine, knee to nose. Tap your knee down, Lift it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Tap it down. Lift it up. Take it straight back. One more time. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Tap it to your wrist. Lift it up. Take it straight back. Step your right foot to the outside of your right paw. Finding your lizard pose. Option to keep that left knee lifted or lower it down. Keep the left toes tucked or untucked. You can place your hands on blocks if you'd like. Gently press the hips back. Flex your right toes and then press it forward. 2 more times. On the next one, keep hips back, keep that right leg straight, flex your right toes. Both hands on the floor, on blocks inside of your right leg. You can walk your hands closer in towards your hips or keep them long. Keep your left hand where it's at. Walk your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Then bring your left hand this time a little bit closer in, framing your right foot. Continuing to fold forward or stay as high as you'd like. Drawing the hips back, flexing your right toes to the ceiling. Place your right hand further away from your right hip, and then draw your left hand to the outside of your right leg. So both hands to the outside of your right leg. Single leg split with a twist, looking over your right shoulder, your right hip. Holding here and breathing. Gently plant your hands back to center, to the inside of your right foot, bend into your right knee. You can stay as high or come down as low as you'd like on the floor. Maybe tip to the outside of your right foot. Wherever you are, hold it for 2 more breaths. The other side of your right foot, tuck your left toes. Take your right leg straight up and back. Gently lower it down. Curl up the heels. Gently walk your feet in towards your wrist, coming to the top of your mat. Lean back to that forward fold. Half lift, hands to shins, drive your head to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping your right hand on the floor, sweep your left arm high. Forward fold with a twist. Gently release your left hand down. Sweep your right arm up towards the ceiling. You can gaze up or down towards the floor. Gently lower your right hand down the floor. Maybe pedal out your heels. We're going to run through that one more time. Fine, bring your hands to your hips. Slowly rise up. From here, sink your hips, find your chair, pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Start with the rounds with your right arm back. Hand forward, the left arm. Hand forward. 2 more times each side. Both arms forward, sweep both arms back, lift the heels. Then lower down. Arms straight back, lift the heels. And lower 1 more time. Sweep the arms back as you step your right foot back. From here, seal your right heel. Straighten that left leg. Stay as high as you'd like. Or fold forward, finding your pyramid pose. Use those blocks. Holding here and breathing. Pyramid pose. You can bend into that left knee. You can walk your hands forward. You can walk your hands back towards your right toes, fingertips towards your right foot. Pull your left hip back, draw your right hip forward. Spreading out those hips. Holding here and breathing, one more breath. Here I'll go. Gently place your right hand to the inside of your left foot on the floor, on a block. Sweep your left arm high. Revolve pyramid. Try stacking your left shoulder directly over the right. Continue pulling that left hip back. If you want to come into revolved half moon, bend into that left knee. Step your right leg back, flex your right foot, keep those hips square. And bend into that right knee, lower the right foot. Coming back to revolved pyramid. Lower your left hand. From here, square out your hips. Take your left leg straight back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, round your spine, knee toward your nose. Tap it down. Lift it up, kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Tap it down. Lift it up. Kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Tap down your wrist. Lift it up. Kick it back. This time we're going to find pigeon. You can find low lunge or lizard if you prefer. Draw that left knee in toward your left wrist. Lower your right knee on the floor on a block. And then draw your right leg back. You can always place a block under your hips as well, or find that lizard, what we just did in the previous sequence, or low lunge in the first sequence. From here, you can stay upright. Maybe walk your hands towards your hips, gaze up, look up. You can also fold forward. Using those blocks. You can try rocking your hips side to side. And my favorite variations in pigeon, a little deeper hip stretch. Bring your hands under your shoulders. If you want, you can bend your right foot. Maybe reach around with your right hand. Half king pigeon. Great opportunity for a strap here. You can also just reach towards your toes. Gently release your bind if you have it. Release your right hand to your right shoulder. Tuck your right toes. Step your left leg back. Gently lower it down. Pedal out the heels. One last time on the other side. Walk your feet in towards your wrist. And then back to that forward fold. Half lift, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Strength the left hand, release your left hand to the floor, right arm towards the ceiling. You can gaze up or down. Gently release your right hand to the floor, left arm to the ceiling. Gaze can be up or down. Gently release your left hand. Maybe pedal out your knees here. Both legs straight, back is flat, hands to your hips. Roll up with a long spine. Sinking your hips down, find your chair. Weights in your heels, pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Starting to the left side, sweep your left arm back. And forward, right arm. And forward, left side. And right side. One more time, each side. And we're going to do a double arm sweep with a double heel lift. Here we go. Rock to your toes. Sweep the arms back. Lower down. Inhale, rock up. Exhale, sweep down. Lower down. From here, step your left foot back, sweep your arms back, seal your left heel. So your left toes are turned to about 10 o'clock. Straighten the right leg, and then gently fold forward, releasing your hands to the floor or to blocks. Continue to actively pull that right hip back. Press your left hip forward. Notice the slight change, how that feels in your body today. Maybe sinking down, drawing your forehead in towards your right knee as you continue to pull that right hip back. You can have a bend in that right knee or keep it straight. Place your left hand to the inside of your right foot on the floor, on a block. Sweep your right arm high. Revolve pyramid. Continue drawing that right hip back. So if your right hip tends to sneak up, pull it back. Notice that subtle change and how that feels. You're welcome to stay right here in revolve pyramid. If you want to try revolved half moon, bend into your right knee, press off that right foot, lifting your left leg. Flex your left toes back, keeping the hips square. Feeling bend into that right knee, lower your left foot. Left toes turn to 10 o'clock. Coming back to that revolved pyramid pose. Gently release your right hand down, framing your right foot, keeping the hips square. Walk your hands a palm print forward in front of that right foot, bend into your right knee. Step your right leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your right knee in towards your nose. Tap it down, lift it up, kick it straight back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Tap it down your wrist, lift it up, kick it straight back. One more time, exhale, right knee to left elbow. Tap it to the wrist, lift it up, kick it back. Option to find pigeon, lizard, or low lunge here. Drawing your right knee into your right wrist. Tuck your left toes, draw that left leg back. If you're in pigeon, you can place a block under your hips. You're welcome to walk your hands back to the center line of your body, maybe gaze up, look up. Gently roll forward, placing your hands on the floor or on blocks. Try rocking the hips side to side. Neither hip has to touch the floor. Just adding some movement here in pigeon pose. Come back to center, walk your hands under your shoulders. If you want to try single leg stretch, bend your left leg, sweep your left arm back. Maybe finding your toes or your heel, maybe your pant leg. You can also use a strap here, or just reaching towards your left toes. I can tell you when I do this pose at the very beginning of my practice, I'm about here. Once I'm doing it towards the end of my practice, I'm much more bendy. Holding here and breathing. Gently release your bind, left arm, left foot back down towards the floor. Tuck your left toes. Kick your right leg up and back. Gently lower your right leg. Pedal it out. Going into your downward facing dog. Gently lift both the heels high. Lower them over to the left side. Feel that stretch all along the left side body. Inhale, lift both heels high, come back through center. This time over to the right side. Feeling that stretch all along the right side. And come back through center, pedal it out. Rock forward, find your high plank. We're going to lower down slowly for 10. Option to lower your knees. Elbows stay tucked in. Lowering for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing all the way down. Untuck your toes, wrists under your shoulders, press up, mini cobra. Gently release back down. Pressing up, mini cobra. Maybe lifting your palms. Trying to lower your palms, lower your chest. One more time. Inhale, mini cobra. Lift your palms, maybe lift your toes. Lower your legs, lower your palms. Lower back down. Extend your left arm out long, directly from your left shoulder. Keep the right hand boxed out. Relax the left leg. Maybe wiggle your thigh from side to side. Lift your right leg high. Option 1. Option 2 is to rock onto that left hip. If this is comfortable, you can also bend into that right knee, tapping your foot behind or in front of your left leg, and then just gently releasing your left cheek or ear to the floor. You can rock further back or keep the hips stacked. Seeing how that feels in your body today. Gently rock back onto your belly, slow and controlled. Walk your left hand back under your left shoulder. Press up, mini cobra. Release back down. Press up, mini cobra. Release your palms. Lower your hands. Lower your chest. One more time, mini cobra. Lift your palms. Lift your legs. Lower your legs. Lower your palms. Release down. Extend your right arm long directly from your right shoulder. Relax that right leg. Wiggle that thigh side to side. Keep your left hand boxed out directly on your left shoulder. Option 1, so lift that left leg. Option 2 is to rock onto that right hip. If this is comfortable, you can bend that left knee behind or in front of your right knee. Maybe just releasing your right cheek or ear towards the floor. Opening up your right shoulder and your left hip. Maybe rocking further to open up your left hip. You can also roll a little bit further forward. Gently come back onto your belly. From here, walk your hands down by your hips. Pinkies in, thumbs out, palms facing down. Keep your gaze down towards the floor. We're going to lift and lower for locust. Arms and legs lift, lifting everything. Gently lower down. Inhale, lift. Just as if you're about to take flight. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower down. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Mini cobra. Release down. Walk your hands to your lowest rib cage. Press up, full cobra. Hips off of the floor. Gazes forward. Gently look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Press back to child's pose just for a breath. Rock forward, find your tabletop. Lower your left or right hip. Coming into a comfortable position on your bum. Grab your blocks. Knees are bent, arms out in front. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering all the way down. Lower back, middle back, upper back, neck. Gently tap that block overhead. Bring that block back in front. Walk your heels in towards your hips. Squeeze your glutes, lifting your hips up. Bring that block on lowest, medium, or highest setting under your hips. And then allow your hips to fall into that block. Be extending one leg at a time long on the floor. Seeing how that feels in your body today. Maybe extending both legs out long. From here, one leg at a time, reach your foot up towards the ceiling, maybe flexing your toes, maybe pointing your toes. You can circle out your ankles. Stay here, or when you're ready, you can reach your fingers toward your toes as well. Feel free to point, flex, circle out your ankles, your wrist, everything moving all class. From here, gently lower one foot at a time, down to the floor. Feet are planted, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Set the block off to the side. From here, draw your knees in towards your chest, grabbing your shins or the back side of your thighs, curling yourself into a tight ball, maybe rolling side to side. And then come back to center, keeping the knees towards the outer shoulders. Go ahead and continue to grab the back side of your thighs, or you can bring your hands to the outer edge of each foot, coming into happy baby. Maybe rocking side to side, if that feels comfortable for you today. You can try ninja baby by extending one leg long out to the side. And then of course what you do on one side, repeat on the other side. Maybe coming to a wide leg straddle. Draw the soles of the feet together, butterflying the knees open. Come back to your happy baby. Extend your left leg out long, flexing your left foot, and then draw your right heel in towards your glutes, clasping your hands underneath your right shin or behind your right thigh. Point, flex, circle out your right ankle as you continue to flex your left toes. With your left hand, gently guide your right knee through the center and over to the left side of your body. Gaze can be up towards the ceiling, maybe gently looking over your right shoulder, maybe extending your right arm long. You can bend your right elbow, palm facing up. In here and breathing, supine twist on the left side. Gently come back to center, keeping that right knee in towards your right shoulder, avoiding your rib cage. Draw a few circles with your right knee, and then reverse the direction. Draw both knees back in towards the shoulders, grabbing the back side of your thighs for happy baby or the outer knife edge. Rocking side to side. Continue pulling the left leg in towards your left shoulder, avoiding your rib cage. Allow your right leg to come long, flexing your right foot. From here, bend your left knee a little bit more, clasping your hands on top of your left shin, or continuing to bind your grip underneath your left thigh. Point, flex, maybe circle out your left ankle. With your right hand, gently guide your left knee through the center and over to the right side of your body. Allowing that left knee to maybe tap the floor, hovering, or on a block. You can extend your left arm long, maybe gazing, looking over your left shoulder. You can gently bend your left elbow, palm facing up. Hold it here for one more breath. supine twist on the left side. Gently come back to center. Draw both knees in towards your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball. Extend your arms and legs long in opposite direction. Create a tiny arch in your lower back. Walking your feet over to the right side. Drawing your right ankle up and over your left ankle. Walk your upper body, shoulders, arms over to the right side. Right hand grabs left wrist. Trying to keep both shoulders and both hips in towards the floor as you draw your arms and your legs over to the right side, making a banana shape with your body, maybe slightly off your mat. Holding here and breathing. Gently release your bind, feet and hands. Walk your limbs back through center. Extend long in opposite directions. Create that tiny arch in your lower back. And let it all go. Walk your feet over to the left side. Lifting your left leg up and cross it over your right ankle. Gently walk your shoulders, your arms over to the left side. Left hand grabs right wrist. Gently pulling your body over to the left side as you try to keep both shoulders and both hips pressed in towards the floor, making a crescent moon shape with your body over to the left side. Gently let it all go. On your inhale, come back through center. Reaching your limbs long in opposite directions, tiny arch in your lower back. One more time. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Releasing your hands by your side, pinkies in, thumbs out. You're welcome to draw one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. You can draw the soles of your feet up, butterflying your knees out. Finding your Shavasana. Gently draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock and roll yourself a few times along your spine. Or you're welcome to come up for the first time as well. Gently find a comfortable seat of your choice. Sweep both arms up high. Exhale, release your left hand to your right knee. Twist looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, right hand to left knee, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, draw both hands to your heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you today and each and every day. I wish you a warm and comfortable rest of your evening, rest of your week, and happy holidays. Thank you so much, Mindy. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.